Alright, took a couple trades today. Let's go over it. Well, I took two trades on this combine and one trade on the live. And yeah, took two trades on the combine because I got stopped out of break even, and market presented us opportunity to get a better entry and to re-enter on the same kind of trade idea. So let's go over it. Can't lie, today's price action was pretty nice, in my opinion, for my strategy and my edge. Um, I'll go over it on top step. So we made 1,500 on the combine to to get the consistency maximum profit for each day. I don't know if I don't know how like lenient they are with this because I did low over. I mean, I can't get exactly I can't get exactly 1,500. Um, but I got damn near close to it. I was up like $4, and then yeah, makes sense. Plus four equals this amount. So this is gonna go up to 2,000. It's gonna go up to what 49,500. So ideally, next trade we take passes it. Someone's at my house now, but yeah, let's just go over it. Hold on, let me see. Perfect timing, I guess. Okay. Let's go over it. I hope you don't hear anything. I'm just gonna get into it. Speak a little louder. So we had coming into the day. We had. If I stop the video for some reason, you know why. Coming into the day, not much of a bias. We have this whole gap yesterday. We had this whole gap from yesterday, and it's not cause like anything, or it's cause of something. I'm pretty sure it's cause the AWS internet servers went down. So not anybody, or not anybody. What am I saying? Nobody could really trade on Top Step. At least I couldn't even log in to just see. I wanted to see if I couldn't even log in, but people said they blew their account. So how did they even like take a trade if it was down? But yeah, AWS is down. Everything got affected. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like AWS was a provider. I barely knew what AWS was. All I knew was like something about Amazon, but I guess it's a big deal. And yeah, so that's what that big gap was. So I'll turn on this chart to show what trade was based on. So market open, we don't see much. I had all these lows marked out. This is red because we broke structure with that line. But yeah, took long today. We came in, took out these lows on the Nasdaq. Had yet to do so on the S&P. We eventually did on the S&P. Took out both of these hourly lows, these London session lows, previous day lows, and all that. I'm like, bet that's a potential for me to look for a trade. That's the start. And then what I'm looking for next is a 5-minute confirmation, SMT, break of structure, maybe CISD too, in the 5-minute. So what we got? So obviously you can't tell if we have a 5-minute SMT or not. So I went on the TradingView charts because TradingView yesterday was working fine. Even though I wasn't trading, I like to look at the charts just to see. I have it in the background or whatever I'm doing. So we took out this 5-minute low on the Nasdaq. Swept those lows perfectly, and then on the S&P, you can see these are those lows, and then we go over here. we had yet to take out those lows on the S&P. So with that, we have a 5-minute SMT. I'm waiting for an up candle. With that up candle, we make a low. So that's the 5-minute SMT. So since the S&P is the leading index, I'm gonna want to take it on the S&P. And yeah, now I'm looking for a 5-minute continuation. So fair value gap, we didn't have it, but we had a equilibrium. So in this point in time, I'm marking out equilibrium, right? So I think, yeah, even though on the 5-minute this isn't a high, I'm marking it out in real time. So like when you see this in real time, this is the high and this is the low. So I'm not gonna ideally wait for this to be a 5-minute high made on the 5-minute, because then the move can be made and then, you know, I could have missed out on the setup, in which I did, but we were able to catch another trade. But that's not gonna happen all the time, you know. So on the 1-minute, this is what it looks like. Well, no, it wasn't at this high. It was at this high. So yeah, you can see in real time, this is what I'm looking at from this low to this high. So that's what I'm seeing in real time, live. And then it comes down, hits equilibrium. All right, bet. We're already in bullish order flow, so we got a bullish reaction. I was willing to take that trade. I wasn't worried. Not worried. I didn't feel like, in my opinion, needed to wait for like more confirmation. I think I got everything I needed to see. 5-minute SMT. We got a little retrace. It wasn't much, but it's still a retrace into equilibrium. And ideally, I want to see a break of structure going the opposite direction where we want to trade, and then for us to find an entry, for us to break structure or to invalidate a fair value gap. But in this case, it doesn't happen too often, but in this case, we tap equilibrium, we got the retrace, and then we just need to see a bullish reaction because we're already in bullish order flow. We broke structure right here. So there's that. I waited a little bit extra because I wanted to be extra sure. I was like, I wanted to truly accept the risk and be like, would I be okay with losing this? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay with it if I were to lose this. So got a decent entry right there. Got about the same entry on the live account as well. 912. Yeah, I think might have been right here, right there. Doesn't really matter. Put at executions just to make sure. It was I don't know. Okay, here the arrow's right here, so yeah, right there. Had it right here, and then right here. Execution marks, yeah, right there. Alright. So yeah. Take profit on the live was based on this hourly high and these relative equal highs right here. We literally perfectly sweep it and then reverse. Unfortunate, I went in with 6 contracts. I went with 7 contracts, 7 contracts, and then I took 6 off up here. And then I just wanted to leave. I had another TP. All I was doing is leaving 1. I wasn't gonna like take my full position off right here, or half of my position off and then let it run. Because, you know, we had a potential to hit this high. These are all-time highs that we just got hit. Unfortunately, we got stopped out. Seek and destroyed. Got stopped at break even. And then, yeah, price ended up going to that second target. It is what it is. Can't be mad about it. It is what it is. So, since I'm going for a profit target, at this point, or I risked 1,000 on this trade right here. So at this point, this was gonna be like the 1,500 mark, and you know, right above these, we just ended up taking out those highs, and then I moved stocks at break even after a certain point. I think after I hit a 1-to-1, I was like, let me just move stocks at break even, I did that, and then eventually got stopped at a break even. I was like, damn, is this back-to-back trades where I win on a live and I can't capitalize it on the combine? I was like, when that happened, I was like, damn, it should be back-to-back day. I should have my XFA by now, but it is what it is. So we got stopped. I was like, damn. But then I was seeing something. I was like, damn, this is high key potential to take a second trade. It's looking like the setup still looks like intact. So what I marked out was, I saw this, I marked out equilibrium. I was like, okay, we're coming into equilibrium. Maybe this is a seek and destroy. Maybe we were just stopping people out, just like myself. Like, we just stopped people that were in the trade, we just stopped people out, and then maybe we're looking higher. And then what I also saw was a potential SMT, in which we got right here. I mean, it was literally perfect. And then what I marked out, either a breaker structure or fair value gap. I was like, if we get a fair inverse of this fair value gap or a breaker structure, I'm entering. See, look when this candle closes. 934, right? And then after this, I'm looking for a higher low to be made on the ES and on NASDAQ to create a SMT, to actually create two lows, right? And this was a 930 candle, 5-minute candle. So this closes at 9:35. It was just perfect timing, perfect everything. And also what was perfect is at this point, at this high, that was like that was a $1,500 mark. Well, it was exactly, it was like right under 1,500. And then I realized that was kind of small, so I just kind of moved up one tick. And yeah, so I moved it up one tick, and it was actually perfect because look, because if we would have took it at that original take profit, it would have been at like 14, maybe $1,400 or $1,480 maybe, but it was like perfect. Is this updated yet? Okay, this is updated. So okay, I'm gonna need an additional $16, I guess, because this is my best day exceeded 1,500. So I'm gonna need like 15. I don't know. Wait, what? So what is it gonna be? Okay. So yeah, my best day can't exceed 50%. So it did exceed 50%. So now I'm gonna make addition. So it isn't anything crazy. That's like a tick, right? But yeah, took profit. What is this high? 7,850, and then yeah, checks out. It says 7,875. So I put it at one more tick. So right there. So, you know, I don't want to get the emotions to take over, but, you know, it's cool, but what is the main thing? The main thing is to look back and see, did I do my job? Like I've been saying, I've been trying to preach to myself every time I come into a trading day. Just do my job, execute on my edge that I define as an edge, and do what I'm supposed to do. If I see my setup, I execute. If I don't see my setup, I don't execute. It's pretty simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Hopefully I can look back on these videos, and maybe if I'm in a slump like I just was in, I can look back on these videos and see how I got to this point. This is my 5th trade in a row winning, but you know, one that could be all taken away if I let it happen in just one trade, which is crazy, but that's definitely possible, and a lot of people do that. And two, what is it? Oh yeah, two, every trade is independent on itself. This trade wasn't based on a trade I took last week or a trade I took a month ago. Each trade is unique, and every moment in the market is unique. You know, Mark Douglas preaches that in his book. Just been preaching to myself everything I need to be in the right state of mind to execute 100% and properly and in the most conductive state and productive state. So I think that's really it. Yeah, made about 300 today on the live. You can see that, but yeah, that's it. I gotta go to class pretty soon, so I gotta eat some breakfast and head to class. I guess I kind of want to mention, just scheduled more classes for my last semester of college for next semester for the spring. I did it yesterday, and as of now, I take a 7:30 a.m. class. It's gonna be brutal. I only really had two options. It was either 7:30 to 9 or 9 to 10:30. So, I mean, I was listing out the pros and cons. Obviously, the con of a 7:30 class is it's a really early class, and I have to make that commute, and it's gonna be traffic in the morning, so I gotta think about that. So, it's probably gonna be like a 30-minute drive every morning, but I only have to do that 2 times a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So, yeah, I'm just gonna have to sacrifice that. But the pros is that one, I can, trade while I don't have to be in class for the majority of the trading day for me. Because if I took it at 9 to 10:30, that's literally my whole session. I trade like from 8:30 to 8:30 to like 10. So that would have been my whole session. But if I do a 7:30 to 9, I actually get out like 8:50, but they just put it 7:50 to 9. You get out 10 minutes earlier. And yeah, 8:50 is usually the time I like to actually look for a trade and execute, because that's when the macro opens up. And so, I mean, I've been saying like once that 8:20 to 8:25 mark hits, I'm gonna be fully locked in the charts. I'm gonna be sitting in the back of the classroom. I'll pay attention, but once that, when it's time to be locked in on the charts, I'm being locked in on the charts. That last 20 minutes of class, yeah, I won't be there. I'll be there physically, but I won't be paying attention. I'm hoping it's a chill class, hoping she doesn't call on me for anything, call on people, cold call people. I'm hoping it's just a chill class. Plus, it's like such an early class. Like, can we not deal with the bullshit that early? But yeah, next semester schedule is actually not bad. I don't know why I'm yapping right now, but I'm kind of just yapping to myself so I can watch on later. But yeah, 7:30 class is gonna be brutal. Probably gonna have to get up like at 7ish. Leave the house like at, I don't know, 6:50ish, which isn't bad. Could be worse, but yeah, I'm done yapping. God bless.